Hi Spidey-Fans, it's your friendly neighbourhood Ultimate Spider-Man fan here, and welcome back to another video on my Marvel Spider-Man PS4 related book, Hostile Takeover. So we're continuing from last time, which this time we're on chapter 12. Now before I get started, listen, I just want to say sorry for not uploading any videos for the last few days. I've been not busy, but waiting for the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which was supposed to drop on Saturday. But sadly, very, very sadly for me, because I was expecting to do a reaction video on it, but I haven't had a chance to record another gameplay yet. So I don't know if I'll do it tonight after I film this on the PS4. Sorry, on my PS4. But after this, I might record a gameplay, but I'm mostly waiting for the trailer, which is supposed to be coming out this week. But don't know yet. But anyway, let's get right into it. I just thought let's just get right into this book. I mean, like, I just wanted to explain why I haven't had any videos up, because I'm sure some of these were saying why is there no videos up. Yeah, perfectly understandable. Right, chapter 12. After finishing up a lab, Peter took a few hours to patrol the streets of Spider-Man. It was important to make an appearance every day if possible. If he gave himself any time off, rumours would begin to fly. Was he hurt? Had he been killed? The Daily Bugle, back when J. Jonah Jameson was in charge, had been declined to go to extremes once when he'd gone on a long weekend trip with Aunt May. The Bugle's headline pronounced "Fake hero too busy for alarm fire." Now with his suit packed away in his backpack, he met MJ for a late dinner. It was nowhere fancy because Peter considered himself a man of simple tastes. At least that's what he told himself when faced with the cost of eating out in New York City. He picked a sandwich place just off Times Square because it was shockingly good, reasonably priced, and relatively unknown to tourists. You sure know how to show a girl a good time, MJ chitted as they waited online to order. You love this place, he reminded her. She smiled at him. I love this place. With overstuffed sandwiches filling bursting out of the bread, they found a seat toward the back. Peter was starving. His enhanced metabolism required a lot of food, and he often had to hastily down energy bars during the day just to keep his mind focused. He wanted to make this sandwich submit to its new master, and quickly, but he learned from experience that even the most understanding girlfriend frowned upon eating food like starving barbarian. Besides, MJ had a serious look on her face. What's going on? He asked her. She smirked at him. I feel like I'm in a cartoon and you see me as steaming platter of chicken, she said playfully. Why don't you get friendly with your dinner before we talk? He knew that tone and he didn't like it. That sounded ominous. Ominous. She flicked her fingers at his food when she wouldn't send the word. Peter gave in and took a big bite. It was good as he remembered. I'm in at the Bugle, she said. That's so great. He burst into a grin and then clamped his mouth shut. Shards of bacon were probably sticking out of his teeth like broken fence posts. He swallowed quickly, then said, I know how much you've wanted this, and how hard you've worked. You must be ecstatic. You have no idea, she said. I think this is it, Peter. What I'm supposed to be doing. I don't mean in some kind of cosmic sense, but people can have a calling, a thing they're better suited for than anything else. You have yours. Peter wished he had that same kind of confidence. He was sure MJ meant his career as Spider-Man, but she didn't know the doubts he'd been experiencing. That web that website might be getting in the way of his calling. Did I read that right? Yeah. And and this wasn't the time to tell her. This was her moment. But there are some things we really need to talk about. She can't. Talks that included a primo were never good. Peter didn't always feel as if he knew a lot about life, but he knew that much. As he began to respond, his phone buzzed. Peter had tinkered with his phone so that Yuri could contact him without ever knowing his real number. It had meant setting up a second line on the same cell phone, something that wasn't supposed to be possible, but there were a lot of things that were supposed to be impossible, yet people did them all the time. He gave MJ an apologetic look. So hang on, apologetic look. Take it if you need to, she said without a hint of irritation. She knew who and what he was, what kind of responsibilities rested on his shoulders. While she could be disappointed or frustrated with how that affected them as a couple, she was never angry. In fact, she was always supportive. That, he knew, was a rare thing. Lieutenant, he said. He tried to sound calm and wise, but came off like the villain in a spy movie. What's up? What's up? He added, not in his opinion making things any better. This partnership of ours, she said, I need you for it. Like right now? He asked. Are you busy saving the world or something? No, I'm having dinner with my girlfriend. You have a girlfriend? Is there some reason I shouldn't have a girlfriend? I don't know, she replied. I just never imagined you having a normal life. Just figured when you weren't swinging around the city you went back to, I don't know, your lair or something. Besides, you sound kind of dorky. Cheeky. So, well, that word cheeky wasn't there, Spy fans, I just said it myself, just for a reaction. I'm a normal person, he said. I'm so normal it would terrify you. I'm also very non-dorky. MJ just show him a smirk. Then tell your long-suffering girlfriend you have to go. What now? He said, I'll text you the location. Is it important? Only if you want to get Wilson Fisk, she said, and hung up. Peter looked over at MJ. You have to go, she said. I'm really sorry, MJ. He said, can you maybe say what you need to say before I went out? I can wait, she said. You go do your thing. Sometimes it was all natural how reasonable she was. Whatever she wanted, whatever she needed, he would take care of it. He gave her a quick kiss, wrapped up the remains of a sandwich and headed for the door. Then he turned back to her. Don't even consider doing a write-up of this place for the Bugle, he said, in his most serious, I mean it, tone. It'll get too crowded. Tough call, she said. I don't want to be remembered as the reporter who somehow missed the big sandwich story. He dashed out. Bingham zoomed into the tracking device's location, a restaurant off Town Square. Perfect. A busy location would provide just the right kind of attention, and if the full Spider-Man liked this place, then he'd take it personally. It was exactly what he needed. He headed for the fire escape. So this is your idea of a good place for a little chat? They stood on a rooftop in the West 50s. Yeah, I said that right. Overshadowed by Fisk Tower. Watanabe wore a long coat, and her short hair fluttered in the wind, but she didn't look in any way uncomfortable. Seemed like a good place to talk without being seen or overheard, she said. But I guess we could meet in a diner next time if you want. Good point, he said. I guess I don't have a lot of meetings. Well, Spy fans, just want to say, right now, we all have our shortcomings, he said. Now, do you want to help me get Fisk or not? What do you have in mind? I've been spending a lot of time thinking about what I can do with direct access to Spider-Man. When he started to protest, she held up a hand. Don't interrupt. I asked myself, what value can you bring to the investigation? Well, like I said before, you have access, I don't, to places and things. You can't get a search. Sorry. You can't get a search warrant, he asked. Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? The way it's supposed to, yes, but this is the real world. Fisk has a lot of influence inside the department. I'm not sure how much, and I don't know who I can trust, but I have my suspicions about a number of people, including my immediate supervisor. I've been warned about freelancing on this case, and if I find out, then it could mean my job. So why not let someone else deal with it? Spider-Man asked. Why take the heat? Because no one is dealing with it. She said, I don't know if it's because Fisk has greased the right palms, or because the last time we tried to get him it was a PR fiasco. The department wants to forget now that he's trying to play himself off as a Saint Wilson. Brass seem even more gun shy. The bottom line is that if I don't do this, it won't get done. Sorry, Spidey-Fans. But why you? Peter pressed. I was involved in the case 8 years ago, she said. I was just a rookie, but I played a small part. When the authorities were closing in and Fisk got scared, he had to shut up. A lot of people, I worked my share of those murders, and I'll never forget them. There were Spursers and kids and neighbours who got caught up in the mess. Fisk is still walking around, that's why me. So what do you have in mind? Spider-Man said. Fisk might have people in the police department, but I have people in the Fisk operation, she said, staring at the looming turn. No, don't get excited, it's no one high up. A mail clerk here, a marketing flunky there, people who can give me snippets of information for me to piece together. She turned to face him. I've got a line on something now. It won't look like much. It's a payroll file, but I think it'll fit with some of the other data I've collected. You want me to break into Fisk Tower just to steal a file? Not steal, she said. Copy. I can give you a camera if you need one. I've got one, he replied. That's not the point. The files being left on a desk, she said, without letting him continue. It'll have to be put away by the morning. My contact could lose her job if they discover she left it out, so it has to be tonight. You're not afraid of going into Fisk Tower, are you? Of course I'm not, but do you really need Spider-Man for this? I mean, I had to took my own horn, but honestly there's a principle here. You could hire a private detective to do this sort of thing. Gosh, have I offended your dignity? Dignity? What now, be asked? If you know a PI who could get into Fisk Tower tonight and not leave a trace, please give me his business card. She took a step closer. Look, I'm sorry, this isn't glamorous enough for you. It's not as exciting as fighting rhinoceros people or leaping lizards. But this is how cases get made. You really think you can do this? I've studied what went wrong last time, she said. I know exactly what we need and what we can do. If you help me with these kinds of surgical strikes, I think we can build a case against Fisk in a year, 18 months tops. 18 months? Peter had been hoping for something more like the Thursday after next. If he was going to quit being Spider-Man, he'd been thinking in the back of his mind that a Fisk arrest was a fitting conclusion to his career. Fisk was the one who got away. If he could put that guy behind bars, maybe the city wouldn't need a website anymore. But 18 months? He never really thought about giving himself some kind of retirement date. Suddenly the idea of doing this for another year and a half seemed exhausting. Still, how could he say no? How could he refuse to help this detective who knew what she was doing and who had a plan? I'll do it. What a prick, she said. Getting around Fisk's security wasn't going to be a problem. He'd figured that out long ago. It involved going in circuitously, hitting the roof, slipping into an HVAC shaft, tinkering with some wires. It took about an hour. After that, it was a matter of redirecting some cameras and being careful. There were some places the inventory wouldn't dare attempt to go without more raccoon and planning, but the subsequent floor on the 48th floor should be safe. The Webster slipped in, found the desk number what Nabi had given him and used his suit camera to copy the 20 plus pages of the document. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. A call came in just as he was finishing up. He didn't recognise the number, and it went to voicemail. He decided to check it out to see if it was anything important. Hey Peter, it was Annika. Just calling. That's what I'm doing. Using the phone to talk about science stuff. Yeah, I have some questions about procedures at the lab. I guess I don't know anyhow. Call me back if you get a chance, or if not, I'll see you at the door. It's fine either way. Sorry about interrupting your evening. You don't have to call back unless you want to. Okay, bye. Well, that was adorable, but also kind of problematic. Could she be interested in him? He was going to need to let her know he wasn't available, and as soon as possible. The trick was to avoid making her feel embarrassed. He liked her, and he didn't want her to help. Spy fans, I'm not being funny, but this chapter's actually quite long, actually. So what I'm going to do, because I don't think I'm going to have enough time here, I'll continue the next chapter in the next video. So I might go back to the other pages. So he liked her, and he didn't want her. Okay, I'll just read the first sentence. Wait, hang on a minute. What was that? And he didn't want her being weird and uncomfortable around him. Okay, I'll continue that next video, Spidey-Fans. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Some of you probably wondering why I'm doing this, but I might run out of images again. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. And again, I don't know when a new gameplay is gonna be up, because I'm waiting for the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you want. Oh yeah, my intro, I don't think I'll... Okay, right, sorry. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, and then follow me on Twitter as well. Type in the sign all capitals without spaces, the ultimate Spidey SPID. And without anything else, it's your friendly neighbourhood. Sorry, and I will see all you Spy fans in all of my next epic Spidey videos. It's your friendly neighbourhood, the ultimate Spidey fan, or Spider Cop, over and out. Thwack.